So I take it your wife's okay with you putting your balls on the table?
There's tennis balls on the table. Hey, welcome back to our stupid reactions. You idiots. I'm Corbin.
I'm Rick.
You can follow us on Instagram and Twitter for our juicy content.
It's
Thanks for
so
the
juicy.
Count ring the bell.
Juice.
Bang!
If we're elected,
Person YouTube channel in the description below.
if we're elected, there'll be juice for everybody.
Today, a new trailer dropped. It's a Hindi film called How would you pronounce that?
THALAIVI?
With Kangana Ranaut. That's how you actually pronounce that name, right?
I believe it's Kangana Ranaut.
Some people pronounce it Meryl
Yes.
Streep, but
Yeah, they do. I was going to say, I just pulled up a picture of Kangana.
wow.
She looks strikingly like Glenn Close.
Anyways, she came out with a new trailer.
Which I heard, I don't know if it's true, we'll find out, is the greatest trailer ever made.
Probably. But anyways, a superstar heroine, the queen of romance, and the one who rose to power despite the patriarchal political system.
Meryl Streep.
Yes, exactly. The story we all know, the life story we don't. We don't know any of it. So apparently she's playing a real person
story.
in India.
Cool.
So obviously, I don't know if that person's name is
THALAIVI? I'm sure mispronouncing it. I'd like to
but
correctly pronounce
also,
that.
I do apologize. I mean, it doesn't make much of a difference to us, but for some reason, the Hindi version doesn't have subs. The Tamil version does. I understand it's not a Tamil version, but for some reason, this company decided to put only the English subs on the Tamil version.
So what we've got here is a Hindi film that has Tamil dubbing.
Yeah, mine.
And only the Tamil dubbing version has
English
Or
subs.
was it filmed in both? Because that happens all the time in it.
It might. I don't know.
Okay. Either way, at least we have an English
Anyways,
subs.
but I'm just letting you know, I know it's not Tamil, but that's the reason why you will hear it in Tamil.
So we could get the subs.
Because we don't speak either of those language.
Yep.
We don't speak either of those language?
We don't speak either. We don't even speak English.
Barely speak English.
Yeah.
Anyways, let me get my audio set up here.
Do you have a favorite Meryl Streep movie, by the way?
In terms of just a film, Devil
Yeah.
Wears Prada is hard to beat. In terms of just enjoyable film.
Right,
I'm not talking. I mean, she was great in that performance, but obviously she has better performances.
And she's done everything. So you've got, like, for me, it's like, how do I pick between Devil Wears Prada and Sophie's Choice and Julie and Julia and Mamma Mia?
Yeah, she's done a bunch.
It's just, she's done everything.
All right, here we go.
ஒரு சினிமாக்காரியை வச்சு எங்களுக்கு அரசியல் சொல்லி கொடுக்கறதுங்கிறது
இந்த ஆம்பளைங்க உலகம் ஆம்பளைங்க தான் ஆளணும் ஒரு பொம்பளை கையில கட்சியை கொடுத்து பிளேட் நிற்கும்
மக்கள் ஜெயாவை தான் அவரோட அரசியல் வாரிசா பார்க்குறாங்க.
Master ready? Clapping. Start camera. Sir, one still please.
Why does this story seem familiar? Have we seen a trailer with about this lady?
இந்த மக்களுக்கு தான் செய்யணும் புது வாழ்க்கைக்கு வா
எத்தனை பேர் ஆண்டி சந்தோஷப்படுத்துறது புது வாழ்க்கை இல்லையா?
அரசியலுக்கு வா உன்னை ஜெயிக்கணும்னு நினைக்கிற அளவுக்கு நீ ஒன்றும் பெரிய ஆள் இல்லை. நேற்று பெஞ்ச மலையில முளைச்ச காளான் ஆலமரத்தை அசைக்க பார்க்காத.
யாரு காளான் யார் ஆலமரம்னு காலம் பதில் சொல்லு.
What's that film? I've never heard of that.
Madam Prime Minister, if you give an ounce to Tamil Nadu, it will give you back a pound.
I didn't know South Indians can speak such good English.
I also didn't know North Indians can understand such good English.
Oh. It's like a big brawl?
மகாபாரதத்துல பாஞ்சாலிக்கும் இதேதான் நடந்துச்சு. அவ புடவை இழுத்து அவமானப்படுத்தின கௌரவர்களோட கதையை முடிச்சு, கூந்தலை முடிச்சு, சபதத்தை முடிச்சா. அந்த மகாபாரதத்துக்கு இன்னொரு பேர் இருக்கு, ஜெயா.
உங்களோட வெற்றி ஒவ்வொரு தமிழ் பெண்ணோட வெற்றி.
எனக்கு அரசியல் வேண்டாம். இந்த தேர்தலை பணபலத்தால மட்டும்தான் ஜெயிக்க முடியும்னு நினைக்கிற யாரும் எனக்கு தேவையில்லை. இது போர், மக்களுக்கான போர். உயிர் போற வரைக்கும் போராடுவோம்.
நீ மக்களை விரும்பினா மக்களோட விரும்புவாங்க. அது அரசியல்.
என்ன அம்மாவா பாத்தீங்கன்னா என் இதயத்துல உங்களுக்கு இடம் இருக்கும். என்ன வெறும் பொம்பளையா பாத்தீங்கன்னா
So the story looks very, one, interesting, but two, also very familiar. Have we seen a trailer about this woman? Has her...
Did we see a teaser for this a while back?
Was that what it was? Because I seem to remember a politician who started as a movie star and kind of went into
Me too.
politics.
I feel like maybe when this thing first went into production,
There was a
we
teaser
may have seen a teaser. I feel like it is familiar, but only in that way. Obviously, it's...
She might have been like a real, like, LPJ, or that's what his name is, LPJ, right? The big prime minister who was very popular, scientist. I think that was his name.
Oh, yeah. Who was
Like,
very-
she might be like a figure like that they've done stories about.
Sure.
Multiple
I'm
times.
sure they've done many stories about her before. That we've maybe even seen a different trailer, and that's what we're confusing it for. You know, my interest level is a couple of things. First,
No. Yeah, a year ago we did
have a first look. There you go.
At this. Okay, wow. I'm guessing COVID pushed
It was
everything
COVID.
back.
Yep.
So yeah,
Yeah.
the story seems very interesting because one, I'm sure you guys like if they did a story like very, I guess not totally similar, but Ronald Reagan was a movie star before
that's a
he
good
became
comparison.
president.
Yeah,
right?
he was a very popular Hollywood star, became governor of California, and then became the president. So and he was very popular.
Yeah. So I like we'd know that story. So I'm guessing
Right.
it's a similar like everyone in India knows her story.
Right.
But obviously we have zero idea. Kangana looked good.
Yeah, it does.
She well, regardless of what we think about her personally and her some of her statements, everything we've seen her in, she's a good actress.
Yes, I've never seen her do bad work. She looks transformed in this in many respects. I think she's gone through a physical transformation. It looks like there's a timeline as well.
Yeah.
For the woman's life.
Yeah, because she was really young, and then she got,
Yeah.
especially the end part where she did the piece.
Yes.
I don't know if I'm guessing that's just prosthetics that they put on her.
I don't know. There was a couple things on there where it was probably really good makeup and hair, but also it looks like she's gone through some kind of a physical transformation herself for the role. So yeah, I mean, I remember wasn't Queen the first thing we saw?
Yeah, I think
her?
it's the first thing. We've only actually ever seen 2 things of hers.
I think you're right.
I think is that. Hold on, I want to look her up because I think it's obviously Queen, and we enjoyed Queen. Queen was definitely a fun one.
And the reason we liked Queen, my record was almost 2 years ago now.
Yeah, it was a long time
But
ago.
the primary reason we liked that film was not just because it was a good film in and of itself, but because of how good she was. She carried the film.
Yeah. She's definitely definitely a
for,
good actress. She
for
thinks
all of
highly of herself.
all of the ridiculousness about the whole. If you don't know, I don't know where you've been in terms of her comment in comparison to Meryl Streep or any other things that she says. There's no denying that she's a good actor.
Yeah. You
And
can't.
the proof is in the pudding, guys.
Yeah.
You may not like some things she says, whether it's political or it's her things she says that are arrogant in nature. That doesn't escape the fact. Like, there's a lot of people who are artists that you may or may not like, but you can't deny that they are good at what they do.
Yeah.
She's good at what she does.
We might have only actually ever seen one of her, but she is in fashion, so we've seen that. She's in Life in a Metro. We've seen the trailer for that.
Right. So is Queen really the only full-fledged thing we've seen of hers thus far?
I thought we had seen one other. but we've seen a bunch of her trailers.
I remember the very first thing we ever saw that we still haven't seen the film yet that we wanted to see.
Oh, Manakarnika?
Manakarnika, yeah.
I heard
it looked freaking great.
I heard it wasn't as good as it looked.
Oh.
But that was like maybe
That
the
was
second,
right out the gate.
maybe like the second
or
trailer
third trailer reaction I think we ever did. Yeah,
I think so.
Was that.
It was a long time
and we
ago.
loved it. We were particularly thrilled, and I think she has a history of this. I think her choices in films are very much female empowering, and queens and women's rights, and
But also, I don't recognize anybody else in the film.
and I wasn't even paying attention to this. It says it's a multilingual film.
Yeah.
Was this filmed, like I said,
Maybe.
it looked like that wasn't dubbed. It looked like it was
Sometimes it
filmed
seemed
in
dubbed
Tamil.
to me.
Did it?
But also, as Chief Minister of Tamil Nadu, so that would actually make sense.
It would make sense. It would make more sense for it to be in Tamil.
If she was a Tamil Nadu person, she should be speaking Tamil.
Yeah.
So maybe she was.
It looked like it to me.
Obviously, I would never be in that role because I'm not a woman and I'm not Indian. But if I was, I would learn Tamil.
Absolutely.
To be able
to portray that person.
That'd be like if you portrayed if Chadwick Boseman was alive, right, and portrayed somebody from Jamaica and didn't speak Jamaican or any of the wherever it's from, any original dialect. That wouldn't make a lot of sense.
Well, yeah, but that's been a bad history as well in cinema from everywhere.
Yeah.
The quintessential example is how many stories of the life of Jesus and his disciples have we seen, and they're all British. With
white.
English accents, blonde-haired, blue-eyed Brits. That's not historically accurate. And yeah, I mean, if this is a chief minister of Tamil Nadu, I would...
So I'm assuming she was speaking Tamil, and maybe that's why the English subs are on the Tamil version?
Heck yeah.
Because it's not it might not be a Hindi
If
film.
I'm from there and I speak Tamil, I would be wanting that.
Okay, you guys tell us, because we obviously can't tell.
We have no idea.
We don't speak any of them, so we can't really tell.
But I can tell about the dubbing, and it typically stands out to me, and I
Yeah.
had forgotten that we were watching something that was potentially dubbed.
So, this comes out, I think, April 23rd.
Okay.
So, hopefully it's good.
But here's the key. I don't know how many of you have seen it yet, because it'll be in theaters for you before we see it.
Yeah.
She's got a big resume. Should this be the next Kangana film that we see? Is there something else that it's like, you must see her in this?
Yeah.
So,
She's in Julie and Julia, right?
she does she does the best Julia Child I've ever seen.
It's amazing.
Yeah, and she was in, what was it? The Devil Wears Kangana. Did you see that?